Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Scorpio, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week this week is the Lovers card. Love, relationships, partnerships, sexuality and sensuality are all in the frame this week. What and who do you love enough to get into bed with? That's what it comes down to. This is a week for you to really start thinking about what you feel intimately tied to, and more importantly, who you feel intimately tied to. This card is also about choice, and what this does suggest to me is that some of you this week will be making a very deep, very personal and very powerful choice at a very deep level. If I'm completely honest with you, I do feel like this is something that is likely to shift your life in a very different direction. I do also get the feeling that this could be a very powerful and very profound choice that you are making, one that is intensely and deeply personal and is very likely to affect the rest of your life. Now, I don't say that lightly, and I don't want it to sound like, oh my gosh, if I get this week wrong, it's all going to go tits up. It's not that. This is you making a decision at a very deep level. You're either in something and you're totally in it, and you right up to, I want to get into bed with this thing, this person, I want to tie the contract, I want to, all of that, or I'm out. All right, and that's it. But this is something that's being made on a very, very deep personal level. If you are a continued subby, Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options, you've got the Judgment card. This is a really deep decision. Like this week, you're making a very powerful, a very deep decision that is going to affect the rest of your life. And you're making this at a really, I just can't stress. And Scorpio is a sign of depth anyway, so I can go there with you guys, right? And it's not scary to you guys. It's just kind of run of the mill. What I like about the Judgment card though, is it tends to precede big changes. This is your actions and options, what you do. So this is you making a big shift, making a big decision this week. With the Judgment card there, this is one that you are making at a spiritual level as well. For some of you, this is maybe a deciding to level up. Maybe for some of you, this is deciding to rededicate yourself to a path that maybe you feel like you hadn't really put enough into up to a certain point. I actually really like this for a lot of you. And one of the reasons I will say that is because it kind of feels like you're fulfilling something that you've wanted or needed to for a while, but didn't have the time, the effort, the energy, the whatever it was available to you at the time. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Five of Swords. It may be an unpopular opinion, right? So whatever decision you're making, whatever way you're deciding to go with something, this week you may get naysayers. This week you may get people that are diametrically opposed to whatever it is that you're choosing or whatever it is that you're deciding. Now, a fixed sign. When a fixed sign has made a decision in not the pit, but in the depth of self, don't bother. Just don't bother. You're not going to budge them. That decision, that change of mind has to come from within. There's no point. If you're a cross watcher, I'm telling you right now, and this isn't just for Scorpio, because I have 2 fixed sign placements in my chart, and I know a lot of fixed sign people. A lot of them, sun, moon and ascendant, and I'm telling you, when they make a decision in the core of who they are, you may as well wait for the stars to fall from the sky. Unless they make that change on the internal level for themselves, they're not budging, right? So I'm going to say this to you. Whatever the Scorpio person, you, sun, moon or ascendant, whatever you've decided, you're not for changing, you're not for turning, you're not for budging. There are going to be people that either disagree with this decision that you've made. Maybe they are opposed to what it is that you think, you feel, you believe, etc. It's likely that this week could have some disputes. It's likely that you could, this could be with friends, it could be with siblings especially. This could also be a time where you have... It could be a time where you have words with someone, and quite serious words at that. I'm not good. No, I will go as far as to say this could be an argument. What I will say to you though is, if you've made the decision at that core level of self, you don't need to argue. All right. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this quite frankly looks like you are either uncovering or calling someone on their bullshit, and fair play to you. For those of you that are, and so this could be a colleague, it could even be a boss or a supervisor. Maybe you see something and it's like, no, I'm going to pull this up because I'm not, I'm just not. All right, for those of you that are self-employed, people that work for themselves, your own business, etc. It kind of feels, if I'm honest, this may be a bone that you have to pick with somebody behind the scenes. And if I'm completely honest with you, I would be careful, because you may end up getting more than you bargained for. The other thing that I would say as well, like, Scorpios are very good at reading subtext. You guys are really good at getting to the depths of things, or what people really mean and all of that, which allows you to go to the heart of the matter. I would advise you to do that this week, rather than use all of the, no offense, but the Scorpionic tactics. Don't do it. It will blow up in your face. I'm sorry to say. You've got the Judgment card here, which suggests that you need to play by the rules. You've got the Five of Swords here, which suggests that the way that you're received, if you do things through those sort of more occult or subversive kind of avenues, it will likely bite you in the butt. Just don't do it. Save yourself the hassle. But when it comes to your, those of you that are retired and no longer working, quite frankly, this could be honestly, it feels like this is old family drama, old family crap. And it's like, I never forget, I don't know if you've ever seen the meme that says, somebody get this bitch a plunger because she loves bringing up old shit. That is, oh my gosh, hilarious to me. I had many hours laughing over that one. This could be one of those weeks, I'm sorry to say, but it could be. For your love and relations, for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, that's actually very nice. And especially because you've got the Lovers card here, you guys against the world, strong relationship, strong partnership, lots of love. That Nine of Pentacles, if I'm honest, especially because you've got the Five of Swords here, it's like there's a deep understanding that you're fighting for the same thing, but it kind of looks like there's just not a lot of time spent together. It's like you feel the love. So I'll give you an example. With the last person that I dated, because of the hours that we worked, there were some days where it was literally like in through the door, you hold hands for 5 minutes, kiss, give me a hug, straight back out. One of us was, do you know what I mean, like always in transit. And so this kind of feels like a week where it's going to be like that, and you're going to need to find time for the niceness, right? You're going to need to at least carve out a solid hour or so where you can spend time just being with each other, because the love is there, but it's like the connection isn't, because you're both so busy doing your own things. For those of you that are single and looking and ready to mingle, this could be nice. You've got that Judgment card, which suggests you might be thinking about going back down memory lane with somebody that you once dated. That's my opinion on that. For your money and materials, you've got the Sun card. So money looks great. Finances look great. Again, whatever you're planning to do with the finances might not be the most well received, but it doesn't matter, because you've got the Sun card, which means you're making the right decision for you. Finances, especially with the Lovers card, this could be multiple, or at least another income stream that opens up for you. When it comes to your home and environment, Sun card, it's gorgeous, it's harmonious, it's easy, especially with that Nine of Pentacles. I kind of feel like everything's really good on the home front. You don't have the time to experience it because there's so much other stuff going on. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, Sun card, hands down the best, right? It's vitality, it's warmth, it's energy, it's love, it's just great, right? The Sun card basically gives you a free pass for health. You'd have to work really hard to mess this up, so, you know, don't. All right, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.